G'day, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got this 1980 Suzuki SP400 and we're going to do like a little revival, not a restoration or anything like that. We're just going to get this thing running. Not sure how long it's been sitting for, and yeah, I think it's been sitting for quite some time. Anyway, we'll get you in a little bit closer and we'll have a bit of a look at it and explain what we're going to do to it. So here it is. Bit of an old gem. Still got the original muffler on there. You know, she's dirty and whatever. Barn find if you want to call it. Yeah, 1980. With the condition that it is, it's got 26,000 Ks on it. We seem to think that that's probably original. I know they're original style hand grips, so it's never had a set of hand grips on it before. Right, so we got fork seals leaking, standard stuff. Gaiters all cracked and perished. So what my brother wants me to do, so we're just going to get this thing going, clean it up and just preserve the way that it looks now. So we'll just paint a few little things up, maybe paint the header pipe, get a seat cover for it, yeah, do the fork seals, whatever it needs doing mechanically we'll do to make it sound. We're on the other side here. Yeah, she's had a little bit of a rust weld repair on the fuel tank there. That's the fork seal that's leaking. But yeah, it's all there. This is a blast from the past here, look at that. The chain gang. I remember those advertised in the Australasian dirt bike. Flicking through that magazine as a kid. And they had the coloured sprockets and the coloured chains. I don't think that one's coloured, it's just a plain chain on that one, but yeah, chain gang. Don't even know if they're still about. Yeah, so we'll just pull the carby off, give it a clean out, change the oil, spark plug, whatever, and we'll get it fired up. It's got good compression, so that's a plus. Yeah, don't think that's the original mudguard. We sort of googled it and thought it doesn't look like that, but the fellow we bought it off, you know who you are, you'll be watching this, was very kind enough to throw in a spare tank and dug through a couple of boxes at his place there and found an original rear mudguard. It's supposed to have this tin rear guard. And it's even got the tyre placard on there, just in case I didn't know what tyre pressures to run. You got solo riding and dual riding. Well, there you go. See, it says model SP400. So that will fit on there perfectly, and it's got about the right patina on it to match the rest of the bike. As I showed you there just before, that fuel tank is a little bit how you going. So we've got this one, which is better. It's got a little leak there by the look of it, but the inside of it's a little bit rusty on the inside. So what we're going to do, we're going to cream it. So we'll go through the process of the tank liner kit there. This is my favourite kit to use, the Cream brand. Always had great success. Can't seem to buy it in Australia anymore, but to buy it online from UK or America. But yeah, got this one off Evil Bait. Turned up, so yeah, we'll follow the instructions on that. And yeah, get stuck into it and get this thing running. I want to hear it. I want to hear the thing ticking, you know, creeping through the bush again. Should be good. Let's get into it. So I think I might start doing this tank, so we can have it all prepped and the liner and everything all dry and everything in it before we fit it to the bike. So it says in the part A, you've got to thoroughly clean the inside of the tank, and it even says even add nuts and bolts inside and give it a shake to loosen the rust that's in there. I don't think there's a lot in there. I'll have a good look with the torch after I give it a good clean, but it wants it clean as well. So it's had some oily residue in there, so I think I'll just put some truck wash in there and put the pressure washer in there and give it a good blasting. We'll give it a clean out and let it dry out, and it recommends to, you know, rusty tanks or whatever, this will clean the rust and etch it. And you put it in and then you fill the rest with warm water, and preferably let it sit overnight. So I think that's what we'll do, and then tomorrow morning we'll use the part B, which is a conditioner. It's final rinse and it removes all the water, and then we can tip the cream in, because you need a few hours. You tip the cream in and you roll it all around inside the tank, get it all coated, and then let it sit on one side for, you know, 15 minutes or so, then come back and roll it around again, give it, you know, just keep rolling it around, and as the paint dries inside, you'll keep getting that thicker coat everywhere, and obviously probably leave it on the affected areas a bit thicker for your final dry, but, you know, on the underside of this part of the tank, you know, we can get a good coating inside there. So anyway, so we'll tip some truck wash in there and give it a gurney up and see what happens. How does wood get in there? Righto, it's clean. There's no flaky rust left in there or anything like that. Got rid of all the rust and flaky bits and wood, mouse houses, all that sort of stuff that was in there. Anyway, we'll get this part A in there, get some warm water in there, fill it right to the brim there, and then we'll just let it sit overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow. So I've done part A, which is the wash and cleaner, and it's acid etch. And then after I've left it sit for probably about 5 hours this afternoon, and because it's got that many holes in it, it's just leaking out. So I decided to do the cream straight away. So it etched up okay, it was nice and grey inside, and there was no more rust left in it, so I thought, well, that's good enough. So then it says to put the part B in there, which is a conditioner, final rinse, and it removes water. So it says once you've done that, once you've poured that in and tipped it out, you must put the cream in straight away. Well, I didn't really want to do that because it's sort of late in the afternoon, and anyway, so I had to, because otherwise it'll flash rust off and I'll be back to square one again. I don't have any more of that etch. So what I've done is I've put the part B in there and rinsed it out, recycled it of course, and I've tipped about 1/4 of the cream paint in there, and I'm just giving it a little, just going to give it a thin coat. You can see it in there, and I'm just going to swirl it around and everything like that. Yeah, just give it a thin coat in there just for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll tip the rest of the bottle in and do the rest of it. So I've got a few hours to kill this afternoon and tonight, so why not have a beer? It's that time of day. It's nice and hot out there. It's still quite balmy, so a beer's going down quite well. But anyway, we'll keep rolling this around until it sort of starts to thicken up, and we'll leave it at that for tonight. Let's get into pulling these forks out. We'll do the fork seals, wheel out, then we'll move on to pulling the carby off and get it all cleaned out. But yeah, no, we'll get all this wheel out, forks out first. As I've said before, leave the bottom clamp clamped up. We'll loosen the top one so we can crack those top nuts on the fork there. Just have to take the handlebars off for this one. Let's get in there. Wow. It was nice and easy. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Yep. Watch this come out at fucking 400 fucking miles an hour. Oh yeah. Well, I got the tank off, carby's back on, it's all cleaned up, jets are all free, just changing the oil at the moment. While the tank's off, changed the spark plug and just made sure it had spark. It's got good spark, so that's great. yeah, we'll just finish changing that oil, put that plug back in. I've got a new battery. Maybe I'll... Oh, this doesn't look right. Anyway, maybe it might fit in the same hole still. Yep. Goodness me. Got the ignition on. Is that... Oh, look at that. Got a neutral light. You've seen the air filter before. Just came out in pieces. So I've just sacrificed a YZ250 air filter. Just cut it in half. Just glued it together. That's all glued, that's all solid. Screwed it back onto the plate there, but that'll smush in there okay till we can get the right one ordered for it. Something's better than nothing, I suppose. Anyway, we'll get that in there, get the seat on, and kick her in the guts, I suppose. Place your bets. 1, 2, 10 kicks. Don't know, I reckon 2. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Okay. Righto. Woo. Man. Oh, they don't work very well then, do they? Well, here we go. Place your bets. Choke on. Wheels on. I'll just one. Oh, goodness. That's me out. That's 2. That's 3. Come on, big girl. What you waiting for? Kick number 854. Not even a sniff. Not even a backfire. Ah! Oh, goodness. You're not happy. What in the... I think I got... Look at this. Shit up in here. we got spark issues. I've given this thing its first wash and it's actually come up nice and clean for what it is, I suppose. Just a lot cleaner than what it was. Yeah, a little bit more of a spit polish on those rims and put that other tank on. Got it basking in the sun at the moment. Seat cover, you know where I'm going with it. Just a good old tractor. Anyway, I wasn't going to let it beat me. So I fixed up some wiring around the head stem here. And seemed to fire up. I've fogged up the lens on that, but anyway, needs a bit more of a clean up, but overall, good old banger. Right, let's see if this big girl will fire up. See, why couldn't you do that yesterday? But anyway, I gave it a bit of a tune, and yeah, she's a good old tractor. Anyway, happy trails. Raw power. Anyway, that's about it. As the owner goes along, he'll put indicators and tail light and get all the correct things for it. I think it's come up pretty good. Yeah, she runs nice. Another one saved. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell. And yeah, we'll see you next time.